White man in boxing led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man. Let's give a prediction for Oscar Valdez taking on Miguel Berchelt. Most people who know boxing believe Miguel Berchelt is going to kill Oscar Valdez. Which we gonna talk a little bit about it, man. And let's line him up as far as they dimensions and other stuff. Miguel Berchelt, who is the WBC super featherweight champion of the world, 5'7", 71.5-inch arms, 37 wins, 1 loss by knockout, 33 knockouts. Now his loss to Luis Eduardo Flores was at featherweight. Now, Jamil Herring actually beat this dude. I kind of seen that a while ago. He lost to Jamil Herring. He got a lot of losses now. But I did film work on Miguel Berchelt before, so I don't have to do it again. And I used to love Oscar Valdez. Yeah, he lost to Miguel Berchelt. He lost to Jamil Herring. And he had losses before. He had a loss before he lost to Miguel Berchelt. And he KO'd Miguel Berchelt. It was a TKO. It was in Mexico. And then I'm going to say about 7 fights later, he lost to Miguel Berchelt. But he lost to Jamil Herring. Jamil Herring was 14-0 at the time. And the thing about that fight was this dude is a big dude. He's 5'9". You know, he seemed bigger than 5'9". When I seen he fight Berchelt. And basically, he just walked Berchelt into a hook. I want to say it was... They don't have his southpaw orthodox. I'm gonna say it was a lead hook. If it was a left or right hook. And he hurt him. And that lead hook, whatever it was versus Berchelt, it hurt. It hurt Berchelt. If he was a right hand, I want to say he was an orthodox. He dropped him. He was hurting him with that hook, and Berchelt couldn't see that hook coming down. You know, and he was a couple inches shorter, taller than him, and he a sucker for a hook. When you look at his resume, and most people might be right that this fight might be closer than what it is, because when I look at his resume, I don't see nobody on here that I'm like, oh shit. I mean, I don't see nobody on here. He really ain't fought nobody. Just look at this. I'm just looking at the records of some of these dudes. Dorado dude, he lost one that knocked him out. Another guy, 15-9, 24-2, 29-6. Rene Gonzalez, 31-7-1. 25-1, Sergio Punat, whatever his name. Jose Bandana, 9-5-4. Renardo Guino, 17-6-0. George Jupp, 13-2. He got one of these fights. He mostly KO'd these people. Can't pronounce this dude's name. Shiraka Takakataka, 60-2. So he got some experience. Francisco Vargas, I think they fought a couple times. Yeah, and Vargas was 23-0-2 coming to, and that might be his best win in my opinion. And Vargas just was in some wars. You know what I'm saying? He fought y'all boy Rod Salka. He got knocked out by Orlando Salido before. So Francisco Vargas been in some wars. You know, I remember Julio Cesar Chavez spoke out on them putting him in too many wars, but you know he took his Takashi Miura. I remember that fight, the southpaw Asian cat. He did win that fight by unanimous decision. I mean, to be honest, Miguel Roman, he was old as shit. Francisco Vargas again. Jason Sosa. So to be honest, I mean, I think people who going for Valdez got a point. This dude ain't fought nobody, bruh. This guy ain't got, and maybe I'll do resume breakdowns during the predictions, man. And then you look at Oscar Valdez, and people can make the case that he didn't fight nobody, and that was because of that's because of Bob Arum. And then he matched this guy soft, and he got into some wars, bro. Scott Quigg came in overweight. You know, he won that fight, but he lost some years off his career. He fought Miguel Moraga, then Lomachenko turned around and fought him. And I'm going to say his best win, in my opinion, and I'm trying to just look over the resume. Chris Avalos, he fought Lomachenko. And this cat ain't lost, but he don't know what it's like to lose. He's shorter, 5'5.5". Berchelt arms is 4.5 inch. He like a what? 5.5 inch arm length advantage. The Genesis fight. Man, that was another tough fight. Man, that shit was on ESPN. It was in Tucson. I think Jesse. No, I don't think that was the main event. I can't remember who was the main event. I'm looking at it. Maybe that was. But that was a tough fight that knocked some years off his career too. So, he didn't really, I think his best win was the Mexican-Russian Granovich, and he ended up retiring. I think he stopped him. I think that was his best win, to be honest. He ended up retiring from, I think, an eye injury. Scott Quigg, it was an okay fight because he came in. He had 2 fights back-to-back that was killers. Genesis and Scott Quigg and Miguel Moraga. I think they fought on pay-per-view. Yeah, he fought Joker on pay-per-view. Ramirez. Yeah, that shit was on pay. People forget that card was on pay-per-view. I think it was a cheap. And you look at him, 28-0, 22 knockouts. He didn't fight Gary Russell. He didn't fight Abner Maris. He didn't fight Leo Santa Cruz. He didn't fight Carl Frampton. He didn't fight Regan Diao. He didn't fight none of the killers down there, to be honest. But I think his resume is better than Miguel Berchelt. I do. I think his resume is by far better than Miguel Berchelt. And you look at the strengths and weaknesses. I think Oscar Valdez is more explosive, more explosive. But Miguel Berchelt got better rhythm. He got great stamina. He one of them dudes that can go breath for breath, or whatever you want to call it, stamina for stamina against Lomachenko. He got really good hands, and neither one of them. And Oscar got a 78% knockout ratio, might as well round to 80, and he got. I really don't. I mean, like I said before. To be honest, and Oscar Valdez ain't look good at recent because he went through those wars. But to be honest, I think this is their best. This is their best victories, in my opinion. Whoever win this fight, it's their best opponent. And to be honest, I kind of went into this saying that it's gonna be an easy fight for Miguel. I don't think it's so easy now. I don't think Miguel Berchelt has fought anybody with the skill set of Valdez when he on his game. So to be honest, I think this fight can go either way, to be honest. They both around 29-30. Valdez will be 31 December 22nd. And Miguel Berchelt will be 30 November, so they about a year apart. And to be honest, this gonna be the one. This gonna be a war. And like I said, man, it's a lot of athleticism, coordination. And I think Oscar Valdez should have went to a black trainer, in my opinion. A lot of people, you can take it how they want to. I just think he got a lot of natural athleticism that he can be. He can have the rhythmic movement of a black fighter. But they don't like in Mexico for them dudes to fight, hit and don't get hit. They want niggas to put their lives on the line. That's cool. But I think you put Valdez with Floyd Sr., Andre Rozier, John David Jackson, anybody like that, man. Buddy McGurf, Coach K. I think Valdez would easily pick Miguel Berchelt apart. Easily. He didn't want to fight Jamel Herring because of the height and the athleticism. And he knew Jamel Herring was too rangy. And too tall and too much athleticism. And Jamel got that slick shit going on too. But to be honest, I'm not going to get real technical into this. To be honest, this is going to be a good fight. This going to be a fight you don't want to miss. And I think it's Saturday. Hold on. Because the lady on ESPN was like, it's Friday. And they don't be giving a shit about it. I think this fight is Saturday. They go head up with AP all day. Nothing but ass beating. Yeah, this joint Friday, Saturday. And to be honest, my fandom was with Oscar Valdez. You know what, man? I want to pick Oscar Valdez, man. You know what? I'm gonna pick Oscar Valdez for the upset. I'm gonna say Oscar Valdez get the upset. I was gonna pick Miguel Berchelt going into it, but I'm kind of. I got Miguel Berchelt. My fandom was with Oscar Valdez. I'm gonna pick Miguel Berchelt. I think he get the win. Too much height, too much length on Valdez. Valdez a little bit too small. And I think he gonna stop Valdez in like the 10th or 9th round. I'm gonna say the 10th round. So I like Miguel Berchelt to cover. I'm pretty sure Miguel Berchelt is the favorite, but we can see. Let's check. Hold on. Let's check. It's just my imagination running away with me. Is it just my I ain't never bet it on my. I always bet on my phone, never my computer. But let's look. Okay, for you betting guys out there, Oscar Valdez is a plus 340, and Miguel Berchelt is a negative 55. So what that means, if it's a negative 55, you have to bet $550 to get $100. And I see people betting, doing parlays with all negatives. I'm only doing parlays with positive and negatives that I know gonna hit. So I'm more of a positive guy with my in general. Valdez is a plus 340. So if you bet $100, you bring home a 340. No, they got some prop bets if you wanna. If y'all no, they don't have any prop bets. So they have no other bets. Hold on, this is money line. Let's see. You only got money line. And if it's a draw, it's a plus 2,000. So $100 gets you $2,000 if you believe in the draw. So and remember, by the way, too, a draw might not be bad as well, neither, because with a draw, because you know Miguel Berchelt is also with Zafner Boxing, so he's not full top rank. I think Oscar is. You got a couple other bets here. Ivory Uterman versus Canelo. Canelo plus 5,000. Uterman a plus 1,600. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 3. Wilder's a plus 250. Fury's a plus a negative 350 if that happened. Estrada versus Chocolito. Chocolito plus 126. Estrada a negative 160. I think Estrada. I think Roman is a good bet there. So yeah, that's it, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all our social media link subscription. Fastest way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. My social media link subscription. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We gone.